Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Subhanallahi wa bihamdihi subhanallahi lazim. Allahumma salli ala Muhammadin wa ala ali Muhammad kama sallaita ala Ibrahim wa ala ali Ibrahim innaka Hamidum Majid. Allahumma barik ala Muhammadin wa ala ali Muhammad kama barakta ala Ibrahim wa ala ali Ibrahim innaka Hamidum Majid. Ji students, Chemistry grade 12 chapter 13, that is the first one of your book. Today the topic is reactions of elements of period 3 with chlorine. Chlorine or chlorine, it is up to you. First reaction, that is sodium with chlorine. When sodium is burnt in the presence of chlorine, you will get sodium chloride. The process is burning process. The process is burning. During the burning, a flame will be observed that will be bright orange. That's why I have written here bright orange flame. And this color is for MCQs. After that, number 2, Mg plus Cl2. Chlorine reacts with magnesium to produce magnesium chloride. Once again, the flame during this reaction is intense white flame. Intense white flame. For MCQs, you will have to remember it. Now, number 3, aluminum plus chlorine on heating in a long tube to produce 2AlCl3. Now, the color of this compound, aluminum chloride, is pale yellow compound. The color of aluminum chloride is pale yellow chloride. After some time, in another topic, you will understand another formula of aluminum chloride, Al2O6. This will be in next topic, dimeric form of the aluminum chloride. Now, this one is a little bit important. This third reaction, aluminium with chlorine, it is a little bit important. You have to take aluminium foil in a long tube, and then you will have to pass dry chlorine. The nature of the chlorine is dry. That should not be moist, and you will have to heat the tube along with this assembly. Assembly means aluminium along with chlorine to get aluminium chloride. After some time you will observe pale yellow compound. Pale yellow compound. And I have already told you Al2O6 is also the same product. Same. We will discuss this one in the next topic. Number 4, silicon. This time you will have to take silicon powder along with chlorine, both things in a tube. Then on heating you will get a colorless compound, that is tetrachlorosilane. Tetrachlorosilane, silicon tetrachloride. Silicon tetrachloride. Here these is powder form, heat in tube, foil, these things and colors can be asked in MCQs questions. That's why these things you have to remember, colors in particular. Now number 5, phosphorus. The 5th element of the 3rd period, that is phosphorus. Phosphorus P4. Phosphorus is usually in the form of tetraatomic molecule P4. And phosphorus has many allotropic forms. Many allotropic forms, out of which white phosphorus, red phosphorus and black phosphorus. These are more important, and out of these three, P4 white phosphorus is the most important. That's why we are considering here white phosphorus, the first allotropic form of the phosphorus. When phosphorus is burnt in the presence of chlorine, you will get a mixture of two compounds. A mixture of two compounds. This mixture will consist of PCl3 and PCl5. The reaction is same. The reaction is same. But so far as concerned with the products, two things will be obtained. PCl3, phosphorus 3 chloride, and PCl5, phosphorus pentachloride. In above product, the oxidation state of phosphorus is smaller as compared to the oxidation state of phosphorus in lower compound. Here P3 oxidation state, and here phosphorus has 5 oxidation state. That's why I am saying you will get a mixture of these two compounds. Now we take sulfur. Sulfur reacts with chlorine to give S2Cl2. S2Cl2. Again on heating, you will get S2Cl2, that is disulfur dichloride. That is a distinct sulfur chloride. That is a distinct sulfur chloride, disulfur dichloride. After some time, we will make its structure as well. So, disulfur dichloride, that is orange, evil smelling liquid, and it has its orange color. These two things, color and evil smelling, you have to remember for MCQs. Now, number 8, argon plus chlorine. Chlorine with chlorine, no sense to talk about it. How chlorine will react with chlorine? No sense of talking about this reaction. Just I have written here the 7th element of the 3rd period. Now 8th one, argon along with chlorine, again no reaction, because argon is highly stable due to obeying the octet rule. It has its completely filled valence shell. That's why argon doesn't react with the chlorine, and I have written here no reaction. Now next question, a little bit more important. These all reactions were the reactions of elements of period 3 with chlorine. Now another reasoning question. What are higher oxides? What are higher oxides? This may be the question. Why they are so called? Why we say them the higher oxides? We have to tell about the higher oxides along with reason. Here you can see the oxides of the 3rd period element: sodium oxide, magnesium oxide, aluminium oxide, silicon dioxide, phosphorus pentoxide, sulfur dioxide, chlorine, dichlorine, heptoxide, phosphorus O6, SO3, Cl2O. These are the all oxides of the elements of 3rd period. Higher oxides, the upper oxides which are present above this meter rod, they are higher oxides, while the lower P4O10, SO3 and Cl2O, these three are named as the lower oxides. Now reason, In higher oxides, all the valence electrons of sodium, magnesium, aluminium, silicon, phosphorus, sulfur, chlorine are utilized in bonding. That's why their oxidation states are higher. For example, in this compound P4O10, the oxidation state of P is higher, while in this one P4O6, the oxidation state of phosphorus is lower. That's why we say this one is the lower oxide, this one is the higher oxide. Same is the case here with SO2 and SO3, Cl2O7 and Cl2O. I have already told you to calculate the oxidation states of the elements in different compounds. That's why here no need of revision for the calculation of oxidation state. Just I have told you this reason. This is an important one. Students, you have to open your book on page 14. You will find a quick quiz, small exercise. The first question of this quick quiz is, why is the reaction of aluminum with steam relatively slow? Relatively slow. And I have already told you that when aluminium foil is made, when aluminium is obtained, very soon it forms a coating around it, and that coating is of Al2O3 that makes the aluminium nearly inert. That's why the reactions of aluminium are very slow. I have already told you. After that, question number 2, give the colors of the following compounds. Give the colors of the following compounds. MgCl2. Here you have observed something written that is white. So magnesium chloride is the white solid. Magnesium chloride is white. Write here as an answer of MgCl2 on this quick quiz, that is white. Now next one, that is S2Cl2. Color of the S2Cl2. This one, S2Cl2. Here I have already mentioned disulfur dichloride, that is orange color of S2Cl2, and this one is not a solid. That is evil smelling liquid. Evil, disliking, not pleasant, very bad smell, evil smelling liquid. And the color is orange, state is liquid. Here you have to remember, you have to memorize two things for MCQs. One, color of the compound. Second, evil smelling and physical state, liquid. And the third you can also consider as the name of this compound. Now next one, in your quick quiz, the color of AlCl3 has been asked. The color of AlCl3. AlCl3 has pale yellow, is AlCl3, aluminium chloride is pale yellow compound. That is the solid as well. Pale yellow compound. You have to remember this color of the AlCl3 and you have to write on the formula given in your quick quiz. Next one, that is PCl5. Of white going towards yellow. PCl 5. Now where we have written PCl 5, this one, PCl 5. The name of compound is phosphorus pentachloride, and this is the color of white growing to yellow, and its physical state is solid. This one is more important for MCQs. This one is the more important for the MCQ. Color of the PCl 5. Now I have already mentioned here SiCl4, that is colorless. That is colorless. Here 3 MCQs may be asked in the Federal Board question paper or even in the NT test. The physical state of silicon, that is powder form, and processes the heating in test tube. This is the second MCQ. And third one about its color, it is colorless. Silicon tetrachloride is colorless. You have to pick this color and write on the answer for the question number 2 in quick quiz. SiCl4, that is colorless. Now next, PCl3. PCl3. This one, PCl3. Here 3 MCQ. White phosphorus processes the burning, and phosphorus 3 chloride is colorless fuming liquid. Here more important MCQ is about the colorless fuming liquid. This one is the 4 MCQ, and you have to put these words on this quick quiz as the answer of question number 2. Now open your books on page 15. On page 15.